Hi, welcome to the Old Geezer's Diary. It's Tuesday, the 11th of June 2024, and today's little speech is about your friend Rishi and the big lie. Okay, so what is the big lie? Well, I saw it in the paper a couple of days ago, but Rishi Sunak said that if the Labour Party were elected to power, over the next 4 years, they would cost us an extra £2,000 a year in tax. He didn't say what sort of tax or where the tax would come from, but £2,000 a year per household in extra tax to pay for the things they said they were going to do. And it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because the reality is that the Tories, rather than the Labour, have a record of costing us huge amounts more. Their crap management over the last 14 years has probably cost us 2 or 3 times that. Wages have gone up enormously, but wages are only just keeping up with the cost of living under the Tories. Interesting one, isn't it? So what's the truth about this? I think the honest truth is that if someone put £2,000 a year onto taxes, then I think honestly we'd all know about it quite quickly. And I think the government of the day that did that would be in a lot of trouble. Not sure, but I think they probably would be. But that is what we call a big lie. And the Tories discovered just how effective big lies are when Brexit came around, because the one that always got to me was Boris Johnson's claim, we give £350 million a week to the EU and we can get that all back and give it to the NHS. Notably, none of that happened. Because what he neglected to say was that most of that money came back to us in the form of farming subsidies and all kinds of other amounts of money that came back to us from the EU. And they were going to stop all the immigrants coming in as well, as I remember. They've done hugely well at doing that, haven't they? So there you go. It's a big lie. £2,000 a year per family is also a big lie. It doesn't seem to have any actual legs on which to stand. The Ministry of whatever guys say, no, this doesn't add up, and some other guys say, no, this doesn't add up. And the whole thing appears not to add up at all, but the Tories are hoping that we're all stupid and can't see through their big lie. Me, I think I can. And I hope you can as well. I really want you to be able to see what these people are doing. Bear in mind that there is no oversight of these claims. There was no oversight of the claim for £350 million a week from Boris. There is no oversight of this claim of £2,000 a year extra tax from Rishi. It's a big lie. And the bigger the lie you tell in political terms, the better, because people remember the headline, we don't remember the details. Where do you go with that one? And if you start saying, oh, they're going to cost us £2,000 a year extra, what a load of horseshit, really. If someone said, we're going to cost you £2,000 a year in extra tax, there would be a rebellion probably. There would be people out on the streets waving banners and stuff like that. So there you go. I just think it's a big lie, and I think it's the kind of equivalent, the Tories are doing the kind of equivalent of what the Nazis did. They're telling you their truth and they hope you're going to believe it. And I think that's awful and wrong. The other thing I was going to talk about today as well, which I really do want to talk about too, is about ex-service people. One of the things the Tories notably have said is that we've done a lot for veterans. We've done a lot for veterans. We've looked after them. They've got a minister. And I have to say that I've had several messages from ex-service people who've said, this is just horseshit. We haven't had any benefit changes. We haven't had any real improvement in the way that veterans, ex-service people are treated in the UK. Me, I'm a big believer, a big fan of ex-service people because they do the right thing, I think, when they volunteer. All of our service people are volunteers. You go and join the military in exactly the same way you go to a job, and you go to it because you think you'll enjoy it and you think it'll be interesting, and it is. I think a lot of service people have found their service lives great, but when they come out of the service, then they're kind of ditched on the roadside. Same thing happens in the States, same thing happens, I think, all over the world, because military people tend to come out with problems because they're put in problematic places, but they need looking after. And I hope that if Labour are rejected, they will genuinely look after ex-service people, and they'll get a better deal than they currently get under the Tories. I know who I'm voting for. I'm Chris. This is the Old Geezer's Diary. I'll see you soon.